Vladimir, typing in commands, loading program functions at /root, and the history function. To the left you have servers that are connected to the computer loading the X40, and in the back is a locked door. This is the vision he as in the X40 robot season. He is going to run the history function. This is the first example of the history function. Levthros, the head vampire, he started the war against the humans, and this is pretty much a target for X40. You can see that he's wearing a symbol of an upside down cross. This means he's obviously evil against Christianity, but all the main vampires wear this symbol. This is the second example of the history function, loading the giant program, another target for X40. You can see he's wearing the upside down cross, so he is the main villain. He was genetically mutated by our next character in the history function, the insane mad scientist. This is our third sequence of the history function, and this is the mad scientist. He's an obvious villain because of the upside down cross. He experiments on humans and cruelly tortures them, but also genetically engineers vampires like the giant, as we've seen before. Some vampires may have 8 legs like a spider, or can spit venom, but these are all a result of the mad scientist's work. This part of the history function shows a blood building. You could see these chambers of where these humans are hooked up and blood is sucked into them, or out of them rather, for the purposes of harvesting blood. Just as we farm crops, this is what the vampires do to the humans so that they can live without having to hunt them down. Then this is one of the reasons why they started the war. This is actually one of the blood collectors in the blood building, and as you can see, the red color is the blood, and while this green color is the fluid that keeps them alive, so they can efficiently pump blood out of the humans in order to harvest. As X40 leaves the history function in the game, these 3 vampires attack where his secret underground bunker is. You can see Dr. Vladimir dying and exploding, which would be a part of the game, and 3 vampires in the background. Finally, we come to a part where you take control of the robot X40, and as you can see here, you have a X40 taking the head off of one of the vampires. You will have a limited amount of attacks at this point, but as you go further into the game, you will gain new weapons and new items that can help you along your way.